What's up everyone? Welcome back to Apollo Art Analysis. This episode we're going to be taking a look at a piece by the multidisciplinary career artist known as Zouhair El Helou. I believe that's how you pronounce it. I have it up here for reference if you guys want to go look at that. Sorry if I mispronounced it, but that's the artist we're going to look at today. And today we're going to be talking about the portraiture format. We're going to talk about energy through texture. We're also going to talk about the profound potential of the generative art scene. So let's jump right into it. So whenever you first see this work, we're met with a lone subject here, really seen from the shoulders or the bust up in this portraiture format. It appears to be in a expression of either shock or pain here. We have the hands coming up to the temple or the head there, and then we have kind of an open mouth expression. It's hard to say exactly what's happening here, but regardless of that, we're also caught by these kind of torn kind of pixel glitched effects. So that stretched effect definitely captures our attention, gives us the visual energy within the work at hand as well. And so we see our subject placed in center, definitely takes up a large majority of the spatial composition. And this placement actually works alongside, of course, a light on dark contrast to accent the form and increase the visual impact of our subject here. We have this kind of darker, I would say maroon, but let's call it purple, dark magenta type of backing here. It's the perfect neutral backing, that kind of darker background to allow that accent to the highest degree possible. And so we see a portraiture format here. It's also very important because kind of a classic one. So we see the shoulders or the bust up. Of course, the face is normally set in center there. Always takes up a large amount of the spatial composition as well. And the result is a very intimate composition. Of course, we're met face to face with this kind of unsettling scene here. There, the subject is shocked or in pain. It's hard to say for sure, but we do have a very intimate visual experience as we're just kind of face to face with this subject here. And so in the realm of color, we talked a little bit about that purple in the back, so there is that kind of purple foundation in the back, but the main foundation, I would call it kind of this greenish blue here, almost like a cobalt, although it's hard to say for sure. I'm not too good with the names of colors, but we'll get there. So we have that kind of main foundation of this greenish blue here, and then we have a much more defined blue up in the ascendant region of the spatial composition. And so normally, colors like this, these cooler colors are going to feel calm. But this composition certainly does not feel calm. We have that incredible texture, gives that really vivid sense of energy. Then you also have the vibrance within the work at hand. So the intensity of light of the colors that we do see here definitely doesn't feel calm. It certainly catches the eye, and just the artist does a stunning job at that for sure. Let me move this real quick just to get a little bit of visual clutter out of the way. But, with this in mind, it is very expressive. We see this grand, either shock or painful expression on our subject's face here. It does feel quite unsettling, whether it's the kind of fractured, chaotic nature of the texture within the work, or it's, the expression itself, or kind of this kind of vague identity of our subject here. Of course, there aren't, very defined features. We do have the nose, of course, the silhouette of the entire form. We have the mouth, the eyes, certainly recognizable, but it's not, it's not a high resolution image, so that could be kind of unsettling to some. And so with this in mind, the ability to simulate 3D worlds, or say in the generative art world to simulate things based on code, we've really seen an entire new wave, ever since, say, the early 70s or, say, the mid to late 60s. We have seen, whether it's George Neese in the 60s or Sheridan, creating the generative art school in, I believe, 1970. Generative art and just these 3D simulated worlds have changed art forever. So we certainly see that for sure. And so this work is a generative artwork. So the artist created it, used his own custom script that he actually made from multiple different ones. And then he ran it in a programming language called, I believe, processing, if I'm 100% sure, but I do know this is a generative artwork. We really see the profound potential of the generative art scene. I do have one of his other works as well. This is coming from the Glitchographs collection. I don't believe this piece is minted, but it is technically the same kind of style and medium of expression that we're going to look at here in a second, but certainly see that. It feels very fractal-esque, of course. The title is Glitchographs, so we certainly see that. There is this glitch effect, whether it's that kind of torn screen, kind of endlessly going back. We certainly see the glitch, and then, of course, this is a generative art piece as well. So we're going to take a look at the other piece here. We can see what we can learn. I'll just bring it along here. Throw that to the side. All right, so on the right, there we go. So on the right side, of course, we have the piece we looked at today, and on the left, we have an official work from the Glitchographs collection. So we see a skull here, definitely unsettling as well. And you see that just immense kind of glitch texture here from that generative artwork. So both of these were made in, the same type of medium, although we see different contents in each one for sure. Incredible. What I want you guys to remember is this incredible sense of texture, igniting this vivid sense of energy within the work at hand. There is no place of rest within this work. Every single pixel that you're going to rest on, there is a sense of, sorry, not rest on, but every pixel that you look at, it's going to feel just very vividly energetic. It's just inescapable. So wanted to compare that and show another work from the Glitchographs collection and see what we could compare there. So it's really cool. So one of the last things I want to talk about was Texpressionism. So this was I believe our 7th edition to the Texpressionism gallery. We're going to keep expanding that for sure. But this piece, Texpressionism at its most literal can be thought of as any type of experience of emotion displayed through a technological medium of expression. So with this in mind, and these kind of very expressive face that we see here, it certainly is possessed by emotion, and then of course within a technological medium of expression. So we are adding this to our Texpressionism gallery, as well as our glitch art gallery as well. So hope you guys enjoyed. We talked a little bit about the portraiture format. We talked about energy through texture. We talked about the generative art scene, and everything in between. And the original artist, I'm going to bring that name up here in case I mispronounce it again. Hopefully not. Zouhair El Helou, hopefully. If you guys enjoyed, go check out the original artist here, doing some really good stuff. He also has some seminars online if you guys want to look a bit deeper into AI art, look a bit deeper into glitch art, look a bit deeper into fractal art. Go check out the original artist. I certainly am considering that. So hope you guys enjoyed. Hope you guys learned something. My name is Apollo. This was Apollo Art Analysis, and I'll see you guys on the next episode.
We hope you enjoyed today's episode. If you'd like to support our work directly, please check out our Apollo community tokens. Apollo Art Exchange is an ecosystem of art appreciation which elevates artists each and every day. Thanks for listening.